My name's Carter Jackson, and I'm a PhD candidate in the history of art and architecture at Boston University. This summer, I worked as a junior fellow within the Prints and Photographs Division, which is home to the library's architecture, design, and engineering visual materials. One of the division's largest architectural collections is that of the influential 20th century American architect, Paul Marvin Rudolph, who is best known for his concrete brutalist buildings and was dean of the Yale School of Architecture in the 1960s. The job I had as a junior fellow, in conjunction with my co-fellow, Robert Johnson, was to create an inventory and spreadsheet of a selection of the prints, photographs, drawings, and manuscripts in the Rudolph collection that Rudolph himself sent to publishers to produce books and magazine articles on his buildings. These materials are significant, as they tell us how the architect wanted his buildings to be seen, but they present only highly finished and idealized visions of his work and represent a mere 4,000 out of the over 100,000 objects in the entire Rudolph collection. There are many interesting stories about Rudolph's buildings that can be uncovered by digging a bit deeper into the archive. I'd like to explore an example of how this can be done by looking closely at the material related to one of Rudolph's most controversial projects, the Government Service Center in Boston, Massachusetts, designed and built between 1960 and 1971. This building has special significance to me because I've helped inventory archival material related to its design now as a junior fellow, and last summer I documented the building itself as an historian for the National Park Service. Through studying this building in person and in the archives, I've observed how different it looks now versus Rudolph's original vision. Today, the Boston Government Service Center is at the center of American historic preservation debates as it's slated for redevelopment. The Rudolph Archive reveals that this now run-down and desolate building complex was once part of a very progressive and well-intentioned vision that was never finished. It was designed to provide a variety of welfare services, including employment assistance, mental health assistance, and housing. The renderings in the Rudolph Archive, like this one shown on the right, show us that the plaza was supposed to have sweeping spaces and benches to facilitate interactions between the disabled people who used the building and their fellow Bostonians. This area has since been turned into a parking lot. In the middle of the site, there was supposed to be a large administrative tower, which would have been used to help manage the welfare system. However, as we can see in this newspaper clipping, the tower was rejected as reckless spending, and like many of Rudolph's other ambitious projects, it was unbuilt, leaving his vision unfulfilled. Given what we've just seen in the archive, one wonders, should this outdated and unfinished building be frozen and preserved as it is for its architectural significance, or would it better honor Rudolph's legacy by sensitively adapting it to enhance its performance for the people Rudolph designed it to serve? When properly organized and made accessible, architecture archives can help us answer these questions. And they can also serve as important records of buildings that no longer exist or never did. You can uncover more stories like this one by visiting the library's architecture, design, and engineering collection yourself, or by checking out the pictures in the Prints and Photographs online catalog. I'd like to say thank you to everyone in the Prints and Photographs division who helped make this summer fellowship possible. Thank you.